You have felt it before. That quiet knowing in your stomach before something goes wrong. The tension in your chest before a conversation you cannot quite explain. The inexplicable pull away from a situation that looks perfectly fine on paper. You dismissed it. You called it overthinking. You told yourself to be rational. And then, sometimes immediately, sometimes months later, you found out that what your body was trying to tell you was right all along. That feeling has a name. It has a biological mechanism. And ignoring it is not being rational. It is disconnecting from one of the most sophisticated intelligence systems your body possesses. In this video, you are going to understand what that feeling actually is at the neurological level, why your body often knows things before your conscious mind catches up, and how to rebuild your connection to this signal that modern life has systematically taught you to override. Your gut is not just a digestive organ. It is a brain. A second brain, complete with its own nervous system containing more than 500 million neurons, producing more than 90% of your body's serotonin, and communicating with your brain through a network of pathways, so complex and so bidirectional that scientists have spent decades trying to fully map it. This system, called the enteric nervous system, is not metaphorical. It is anatomically real. It processes information, generates emotional states, stores experiential memory, and sends signals to your brain that arrive before your conscious mind has had time to form a coherent thought. When you feel something in your gut before you understand it in your head, that is not superstition. That is neuroscience. That is your second brain doing exactly what it was designed to do. The connection between your gut and your brain, what researchers call the gut-brain axis, operates through multiple channels simultaneously. The vagus nerve, which runs from your brainstem all the way down to your abdomen, carries a constant stream of information in both directions. But here is the part most people never learn: approximately 80% of the information traveling through the vagus nerve moves upward, from the gut to the brain, not downward. Your gut is sending far more information to your brain than your brain is sending to your gut. This means that the state of your digestive system, your gut microbiome, and your enteric nervous system is continuously influencing your emotional state, your cognitive function, your stress response, and yes, your intuitive knowing. When your gut speaks, it is not whispering. It is transmitting one of the highest volume information streams in your entire body. So what exactly is intuition at the biological level? It is pattern recognition operating below the threshold of conscious awareness. Your nervous system has been accumulating data your entire life, every experience, every relationship, every environment, every outcome. That data is stored not just in your explicit memory, the memories you can consciously recall, but in your body, in your nervous system, in the cellular memory of every organ that has ever responded to stress, threat, safety, or joy. When you encounter a new situation, your nervous system runs an extraordinarily rapid comparison between the current inputs and everything it has ever experienced before, and it delivers a verdict. Before your prefrontal cortex has assembled its logical argument, before your conscious mind has gathered the evidence, your body has already voted. That vote is what you feel in your gut. And the research on expertise and decision-making suggests that in domains where a person has significant experience, that pre-conscious assessment is often more accurate than the conscious deliberation that follows it. But here is where modern life has done significant damage. We live in a culture that privileges logic over sensation, analysis over instinct, and explicit reasoning over embodied knowing. From early childhood, most people receive a consistent message: what you feel in your body is unreliable, what your emotions tell you is subjective, and the only trustworthy information is what can be measured, explained, and justified rationally. So you learn to override the signal. You learn to talk yourself out of what your body was telling you. You learn to stay in relationships that felt wrong because they looked right on paper. To take jobs that felt hollow because they seemed impressive to others. To ignore the tension that appeared every time you walked into a certain room, or spoke to a certain person, or made a certain choice. And every time you overrode the signal, you weakened your connection to it, the way any neglected capacity atrophies without use. The gut-brain connection also explains something that many people experience but struggle to articulate: why chronic stress and unresolved emotional pain so consistently manifest as physical symptoms in the digestive system. Irritable bowel syndrome, chronic bloating, nausea that appears in specific social situations, stomach pain that has no identifiable physical cause. These are not psychosomatic in the dismissive sense the word is often used. They are the physical expression of a nervous system under sustained psychological pressure, communicated through the most direct channel available, the gut-brain axis. Your body is not inventing symptoms. It is translating emotional and psychological reality into the language of physical sensation, because that is what it was designed to do. And learning to read that language, rather than suppressing it with medication alone, is one of the most significant steps you can take toward genuine integrated health. So how do you rebuild access to this signal, especially if years of rationalization, override, and disconnection have made it difficult to hear? The first practice is deceptively simple: slow down. Gut signals are quiet. They are easily drowned out by the noise of constant stimulation, constant cognitive activity, and constant distraction. The practice of creating genuine stillness, even 5 to 10 minutes of low stimulation, low demand time each day, begins to restore the conditions under which the body signal can be heard. Not meditation necessarily. Not any particular technique. Just stillness. Just quiet. Just enough space for the signal to reach conscious awareness before the noise drowns it out again. The second practice is body scanning, the deliberate, regular practice of checking in with physical sensations in your body before making decisions, after interactions, and at the beginning and end of each day. Where is there tension? Where is there ease? Where does your body contract when you think about a particular option? Where does it expand? These sensations are not decorative. They are data. They are your nervous system's assessment of your situation, communicated in the only language the body has, physical sensation. Learning to read that language fluently takes time and practice. But it begins with the simple act of asking and waiting for the answer before you override it with logic. The third practice is tracking, keeping a simple record of the gut signals you receive and the outcomes that follow. Over time, this record reveals the accuracy of your body's preconscious assessments. It shows you the specific sensations that reliably precede positive outcomes and the ones that reliably precede difficulties. It builds evidence, not anecdotal but personal and specific, that your body's intelligence is real, is consistent, and is worth listening to. And it gives you something to return to in moments of doubt, when logic is pulling in one direction and your gut is pulling in another. If you made it to the end of this video, there is probably a signal you have been ignoring. A relationship. A situation. A decision. Something your body has been trying to tell you that your mind has been working very hard to rationalize away. Start there. Not with a dramatic action. With the question, what is my body telling me right now that I have not been willing to hear? Sit with that question. Write the answer down before your logic edits it. That unedited answer is the beginning of a conversation with the most honest intelligence you have. Share this video with someone who has been talking themselves out of what they feel, because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for someone is give them permission to trust themselves. Subscribe to continue this journey, because the next video is going to address something that sits at the intersection of everything we have explored, the loneliness epidemic, why the most connected generation in human history is also the loneliest, what that loneliness is doing to the body and the brain, and what genuine human connection actually requires. See you there.